What are you brewing today?
DNF and drink.
Yeah, DNF and drink.
All right, my drink of choice for tonight probably tea.
For tonight?
Just a cup of tea, when I get home, because I can't drink coffee when I go home, right? It'll be too late.
What about right now? You're just drinking water?
Just water.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just a water drinker. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah. Water Walter with us today. DNF is just going to flash away from that one. Life just says, no, I would rather not fight. Whereas T1 are very much wanting to fight. Double stun comes through. Now Berserker's going to flash away. Life in a really rough spot, but it is a Nautilus as Bulldog comes over. The Nagamata carry is big. The bullet time, though, and a Pyoshik is bigger. And eventually he will go down as Faker picks up that kill in the 2-for-1 trade. T1 definitely going to enjoy that right before the grubs do spawn.
Doran, I think has his ult still primed, yeah.
Waiting for it. This time, okay, that one was very off, but very close to getting the kill once again. Feels like Doran is getting very close, but not quite there.
Duda can also still equalize if he was already in trouble, so wasn't too scared off. That lack of confidence is something I think we see right there. So the first disengage is right, because Faker has his ult, right? So like Bulldog can never join the play in time.
Full dodge here. As Bulldog gets away from the Skarner, who does not have Impale. Used it in the last fight.
Pyoshik does get a crab, but yeah, so the first disengage...
It's an Infernal into an Ocean. So that's going to be the play here, as Carrion flashes in for that one. I think that was his real flash, as now Guma just trying to ult the wave, but might be punished for this one. Uses his cleanse just to get the slow off.
If he opens with Equalizer, might have actually come to kill there. Or at least the flash. Realistically, Guma should die, but...
In his position now. If it does go too late, though, the Senna is going to be an issue, as the Impale will come down after the smite due to no flash here. Just trying to walk this one off, but Pyoshik in good position this time. In comes Faker, though, and he cleans up the battle. As Pyoshik now alone against 4 people, but the TP is coming in. As now Bulldog, looking for the angle, is going to ult, but it just gets flashed away from him. He's flashing in, he wants the kill, and he's just going to die. Life goes in, and he gets locked into the wall as well. Faker's on a streak already. A killing spree of 3, and the engage there from DNF does not pay off.
A for effort, C for concept, and E for execution there for DNF. Unfortunately, not quite working out. Despite their... Yeah, that was... Oh. Tried their hardest. Might have just wanted to let the player go down, and then... Yeah, when it comes to the actual execution of the fight. No,
enough for trying to go in there, because it's like... When will they go in there? You know, like it feels like we can say, oh, they're being too passive, but then when they go in, it's not looking good because the execution isn't good. As Guma just gonna get caught, just straight up caught here in the bush. Can they actually kill him? Yes, they can. As now Faker's making his way over. That was a very interesting ult from the Zedwani. Berserker just hitting 2 walls, and the Impale on the right side of the fight is huge. Bulldog does get over here, does get a kill onto the support, but Life is definitely dead, as is Pyoshik. Not the cleanest fight, but Guma does beat them into a really rough spot, as now Bulldog is getting run down here by the mid and jungle duo. Owner going to lock him into the wall, and that is going to be the end of him. As Faker 4-0-5 already.
Come on now.
Ox is here today, by the way. And okay, so that was the...
This is just... This is what, the third, the fourth today?
It's at least the 3rd in a row. We started out with Mountain.
If we have the Chronicler curses on real cam, I want to see an empty couch for Ox cam. Okay? I want fair...
What is he even doing?
Just treatment. Well, clearly not watching the game. Yeah?
Yeah, look.
Unacceptable.
Even Little Tibbers is disappointed.
It's not okay.
I mean, 3 in a row is actually unacceptable.
Should have a serious talking to.
Oh, we will.
Yeah.
We will. Yeah.
Not by me, I don't think I'm very good at serious talking to.
You don't like confrontation?
Huh. I've gotten a lot better.
You have, yeah. We have kind of trained you. I don't think you purposely wanted to be better at confrontation, if you know what I mean.
I kind of do.
Oh, you do?
Well, yeah.
Well, you analyzed it as one of your weaknesses.
Yes. So actually, you guys helped me out a lot.
No problem.
I got a turret. That's nice.
I feel like Atlas really leading the charge on that one.
Yep.
Dudu is dead underneath the turret. They're even going to use the Impale here. Doran underneath the turret will be fine. So 2v1, and with no Baron especially, and no Otacon spawned, of course Owner can just be there. And diving the turret from this far ahead. They're 7,000 gold ahead.
That was very funny. See that little Gilbert took the mist for Guma there, so he didn't get CC. He would be fine. That would have been funny.
Wow, Faker denied the objective bounty.
Yeah, this game is not going to last for a lot longer, Feldas.
Yeah, I feel like this is I wouldn't even call it a sigh of relief. I feel like T1 have definitely been much better about cleaning up their gameplay in recent weeks. So I don't even think it's relief. I think it's just... Okay, nice flash there from Faker. Good angle, actually, with the Mega Cone. That's the action I like to see with the engaged Mega Cones. But yeah, I think it's good if you're a T1 fan. You look at this, you're like, yeah, this is the way it should be, right? My team's taking them very seriously.
A flash.
I say that, and immediately Faker's going to get caught here. Even the Senna ultimate over the top. But Owner is here. The Guardian of Faker, going to keep him alive as he flashes in and helps him out. Nice little setup from Life to try to make that possible. This time the hook is going to miss. And they're just waiting for Guma to join. And once that happens, T1 might consider taking that fight. But for now, just backing them off of this objective.
A lot of ultimates gone for DNF. You just go Otacon here. I like the call. Actually, think this is a good one. Only thing you have to be very careful of is due to his equalizers. Faker, TP in the mid, probably going to get the shove in and then use his wall to get over here.
He's just going for the turret. They're just pulling this out. They're not even doing the objective. Nobody's here. And so Faker maybe just gets a free turret. And Studa doesn't want to use the equalizer with the Otacon being pressured. Little root on an Owner. But realistically, no Sejuani ultimate at this point. No Nautilus either. And so they're not really finding angles to engage at this point, especially down about 7,500 gold.
Yeah, T1 could do Otacon. I think we've reached that point where they're fed enough. I respect that they don't.
Fight over the blue. A bunch of damage goes into Milkshake. Impale hits only Life, but it seems like they have the damage so much used just to kill the Nautilus. But T1 is that far ahead that they can expend all of their abilities just to take out one guy, and then they can do the Otacon.
I think this is contestable for DNF. I actually think the right call is to try and go for this. You have Senna and Yonel very soon. Faker's going to look for a wall off.
Yeah, I think the wall just stops him. Although it is Sejuani, so they have to be careful about Milkshake, and the wall is not going to wall him off, but Faker himself will get the job done. Bulldog does go in, the engage comes out, but look at that ult from the Yone. Bulldog keeps all of them away from the rel engage. Viscaria, maybe just a little bit of zoning as well, just making sure everybody gets out alive. Either way, the follow-up wasn't there, and the Otacon does go to T1.
The bounties for DNF, which is something. They get the turn. They did.
Well, we got a little fight here. This time it's going to be Faker who's caught. Not sure how he got himself into that predicament. But that's a big shutdown now. Didn't see who the kill went over to, but either way, it's a lot of gold going over to DNF. And this was pretty much an unlosable game.
Bounty.
Yeah, it's another bounty. It's going to delay the Dragon Soul. I mean, we only have 2 dragons up to this point, which is pretty low. But either way, it's still a nice little win here for DNF. Never say never.
So as I said earlier, clearly the game is not over yet.
You absolutely said that. Yeah, I was here.
Clearly the game is not over.
I remember, yeah.
And anyone that says anything to the contrary is a fool and should be made fun of, is what I said. Because we
I remember
clearly,
saying that, yeah.
Yeah, we can clearly see that gold graph swinging back. Needs to be maybe an equalizer, you know, like a little bit more damage. Just the combo alone isn't enough, but...
Yeah.
Oh, and the same trap.
Uh-oh.
It's just the... he knows, right? Right?
Yes. Well, he's still going to get flashed on. And here comes Bulldog. Uh-oh, that was a very interesting combo. Either way, Faker trying to flash away from this one. Impale is big with Carriot coming in over the top. The bullet time is huge. As T1, they gather up. They use all their ultimates together, and their wombo combo is the better one. The equalizer is good, but they don't really have the damage. Bulldog goes back in, as he says, well, I'm probably not getting out of this one. Or at least that's what I hope he said. And now, Dudu being chased down. Pretty fast and actually decently tanky. T1's still going to win the fight and take out the jungler, so now they get a free Baron.
If that ult hits and Faker dies, maybe that fight is salvageable. But the enter synergy in DNF remains... Oh my god, that's not good, Feldas. I'm not playing, and that hurt me.
It was a painful moment that we all had to experience together.
The ult was... They would not...
Yeah. I know. Bulldog is probably not very happy. As he had the lineup, it was very nicely set up by Life. You know, the gank itself was fine, but the hook was obviously not. And that was your opportunity to take out Faker once again. Do have an objective bounty on the bottom side of the map. No one seems to be here, but with the Baron, T1 are looking for more than denying bounties. They want to win this game. Faker pushing mid, rest of the team in the top lane. And the timing of this is very good. They're going to crash at the exact same time. And the wall is going to come down here. So now, Seismic Shove is going to miss, but you've got all sorts of other engage, although that mostly hits a Sejuani. As now, TP coming in, Carrion having to flash away, knocked into the wall is Doran, but the Impale is going to get Bulldog, and the wallets, I think, are just a bit too heavy. Doran able to just run at them. As Pioshik, one by one, the dominoes do fall, Pioshik being the last one, and that's a triple kill here for Doran, and a final kill does go to Guma, and that will be the game that we thought was over a while ago. Had some bumps, some bruises, but T1 will win in the end.
That's domestic Doran, baby.